Today is August 10th, and today's quote is, "Satisfied with what you have." Greed is the enemy of happiness and serenity. If you can't be happy with what you have, you will never be happy even if you have the whole world. Greed is the enemy of peace and serenity because Prabhupada said, when you want something, immediately you become dissatisfied. And then he said, and to achieve it, it requires a lot of work. So in the effort to achieve it, you become unhappy. So any way you look at greed, it's unhappy when you don't have it. It's unhappiness trying to get it. And then when it doesn't satisfy you, it also creates unhappiness. And appreciation, in a sense, is really the opposite of greed. Because appreciation means, okay, this is what I have, this is what my karma has given me. You see, a lot of devotees are in situations that they don't like, and they'll write me and say, this is my situation, and what should I do? I'm really unhappy in this situation. And oftentimes the first thought that comes to my mind is that this is this devotee's karma. This is just what's happening in their life according to their karma, and they can't really accept it. They want it to be different. They have a vision of the way they want things to be, and presently it's not like that. And I get a strong intuition for many, it's just this is the karma in your life. You're going to get a husband or wife like this. You're going to get an income like this. You're going to live in this particular place. It's just things fall into place that you really can't change. And so greed is that inability to accept that that's happening. This is what my husband's like. This is the job I have. This is what my wife is like. These are the skills I have. This is who I am in this life. Of course, we can try to make it better. And I wouldn't say that we don't try to make it better. But in trying to make it better, sometimes it doesn't get better. Even though you try your best, you do everything right, it doesn't get better. It doesn't get much better. It's at that point we have to be able to accept and even appreciate that this is my karma, this is what I have. Be grateful for what I have. Oftentimes, I feel I need more. And one thought that often comes to me, I feel Krishna is kind of guiding me in this, is that if you want more, first appreciate what you have. Because if I give you more and you're not appreciative of what you have now, perhaps you'll never appreciate what you have, and you'll always want to have more. So that is, the quote today is basically what Bali Maharaj was told by Vamana when he said, why don't you ask for more than 3 steps? And he said, because I'm a Brahmin, I should be satisfied with 3 steps. And if these 3 steps don't satisfy, if I can't learn to be satisfied with 3 steps, even I take 100 or 1,000 or 1,000,000 steps, I'll still want more, because he's trying to explain the nature of greed. And we all know the addiction philosophy. You get more, it's like an addiction. It's good in the beginning, you get used to it. And now more, which was so great previously, now it's just normal. So I had 3 steps, I increased it to 100 steps, but now I'm used to 100 steps. So the 100 steps, they don't really give me much more happiness than the 3 steps gave me. So now, let's increase it to 500 steps. I increase it to 500 steps. When I increase it, feels really good in the beginning. I get used to it, and then I want more because I'm not appreciating what I have. So if we can learn to appreciate what we have, then number one, we'll be satisfied with it. It'll help us overcome our greed. And if Krishna feels we are worthy and deserving of more, he's more inclined to give us more when we're satisfied now with whatever he gives. Prabhupada said, in the beginning, Krishna took everything away from me. And he wanted to see, okay, now what will you do that you have nothing? And then he gave me everything, and he wanted to see, well, now what will you do now that you have everything? Will you lose your determination? Will you give up? Will you be frustrated? Will you be distracted? So when Krishna sees that you have nothing or little, and you're satisfied and you go on, he may be very inclined to think, okay, you're ready for more. But whatever the case may be, it will differ for all of us. At least if we can learn to be satisfied as far as possible with what we have, that overcomes our greed. And as Krishna says in the Gita, greed is one of the gates to hell. Or we can translate that greed is a very excellent way to I like to say, vacuum out your Krishna consciousness, suck it out. So greed is very antagonistic to bhakti, and bhakti means be satisfied with what Krishna gives you.